Hold up. Alright, what's good with y'all guys? BB to Tim. Welcome back to yet another reaction video. What happened to Lily Lovebraids and Poppy Playtime Chapter 5? This is by Poppy Theory. Came out 26 minutes ago, but I'm going to release this around like 9 o'clock in the morning or something. So we're going to get this reaction, guys. I ain't going to do that much talking. So without further ado, let's get into the video and play.
What happened to Lily Lovebraids? Poppy Theory plush in the description, by the way. After sneaking past Huggy and inserting the 3 batteries required to open this huge purple door, we end up moving into an area called Sweet Street. We soon find this knockoff Huggy mobile, and using our pressure hand to destroy this structure from above, we reveal a power receiver, which allows us to venture off into this new location. Once we supposedly reach the end by destroying the purple gates, we're given our first interaction with Lily Lovebraids, and upon this first interaction, she seems weirdly excited to see us. She immediately starts talking to and for the decapitated candy cat in her hand, with the toy.
I did not realize that. I knew it was some kind of like cat toy, but I didn't know it was dead. Oh, she is a psychopath.
Apparently saying that they don't think we're here for the party. But Lily brushes that comment off, asking why else would we be down here? And so, untangling her hair, Lily takes this as the perfect opportunity to take us away and bring her over to where this supposed party is. That's where we end up getting relocated to this purple childlike mansion, to which we're immediately told that we stink, according to Candy Cat. Now, I'm just playing the part right now, y'all, don't worry. This apparently turns into a side convo between the two, with Lily denouncing that comment and asking for a nicer way it can be said, which not only hints at all the funk we had to get through to get here, but also the fact that those showers do nothing for us smelling like blood.
Exactly.
But
bro, why my computer lagging, bro? Come on, now is not the time to be lagging, bro. Come on, I don't want you messing up my recording, man. I don't not leave my laptop messing up my recording. But of course, I wasn't gonna do nothing, bro. All that blood we witnessed from Huggy, even though he's still alive, Mommy, Catnap, Mr. Light, all these other people that died, Dowie, I believe, yeah. And it's like, bro, that's a lot of blood that was shed on us. And we've been here for like, what, 2 or 3 days? So, yeah, we're bound to have a smell.
after the supposed suggestion,
The fact that we've been here for like 2 or 3 days and have gotten no sleep is honestly crazy. We've been walking around for 2 or 3 days, even though it's been years for us, but in a player's perspective, it has been 2 or 3 days. Or even more, because almost each chapter is like 3 or 4 hours. I know chapter 3 was like 3 hours, chapter 4 3 hours, chapter 5 is like 4 hours, I believe. I'm gonna do the proper research. I'll let you know down in the comments down below. So it's like, it's a good chance that we've been in this factory for almost a week. A week straight, and we got no rest. This player got infinite stamina almost.
of a bubble bath, Lily quickly shifts back to the party and asks for us to bring her the crumpets from the oven in the basement.
Can you be a good toy and bring me the crumpets from the oven in the basement?
And as we move down to the basement, we end up coming across both Kissy and Poppy trapped in a cell. The same exact cell that we got in the gameplay trailer. We even got the reminiscent Kissy Missy pull from chapter 4 upon coming across them. And Poppy, surprised to see us, begins to apologize for everything that she's done, from the abandonment to the manipulation, and asks us if there's any way we could break them out. After this interaction, returning the crumpets to Lily, she says this.
Talking to anyone.
And so this is when we have to gather the guests for the party, which are just 3 toys that aren't alive at all.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
We'll have to find the friends.
All right. Oh.
Love these.
Oh my.
Let's set the mood with a little music in case our special guest arrives early.
Yeah, let's do that. I'm rocking with it. Even so, after returning each toy, we get these lines of dialogue from Lily. Go ahead and sit down. There you go. Whoa.
Dolly Glove,
Hello.
Were you taking a bubble bath?
I think so. I think she was. Vanilla.
No.
Yeah, she crazy.
Are we still missing?
Get out the car. Here's the second member. Help me out with the third.
Oh, look who it is.
Yeah.
Were you messing around in the garage?
Yeah, she was knocked out.
Remember, good toys wash their hand.
She's never done that.
Now,
I'm sure she
we're
did.
still missing.
I don't know. Where do we go? I'm gonna go in here with you, cause it seems like you having some fun in here. Yep. Let me go in here.
It's all types of rude.
Poster is enough
What?
to hide it. We have guests here, Candy.
Now we got to talk about them sandwiches, Lily, cause look, you better not be giving me no gut sandwiches.
So
Yup.
nice of
Here go,
you to
baby.
join us for tea.
They be long legs.
So look at the little
For
shoulder.
your loss.
What happened?
Oh,
Oh, look at the
this is
smile.
the best day of my life.
Let me sit down.
All of the friends.
Yeah.
I almost forgot. I need to get ready.
And once all three of the toys guests are gathered at the table, Lily returns again and brings us over to the kitchen for the final preparations of the party. Upon entering the kitchen with Lily, she starts to talk about the kitchen being a mess, and while she tidies everything up, we're told to bring her recipe book upstairs and into the bookshelf near the attic. Put your hair back in that bun when you first saw me. I honestly liked it like that, because you got it all.
Oh yeah, I definitely gotta watch your gameplay. I knew it came out yesterday. I never watched it. I definitely gotta watch it, bro. I definitely like. I would love to see your commentary on this.
My face, and I'm smelling tulips, and I'm really not trying to smell that right now.
Oh, look at the mess.
Oh, what?
We need to
I just
tidy
turned the
up.
fan on.
Return
The fight.
my recipe book to Nook upstairs while I get everything ready.
Okay. Sounds good. You stay right there. I'm gonna do that. However, once we end up moving over to this area, we end up finding a secret room hidden behind a wall, behind the same bookshelf that we put the recipe book in. We take a look inside and immediately see the poster that Lily was whispering about to Candy while searching for the toys. Moving through it, we press this button to open Lily's bed, and where we end up discovering a heavily taken care of skeleton in it, surrounded by poppy flowers and toys like Boxy Boo, Bobby Bear Hug, Kickin' Chicken, and Huggy Wuggy, which is also holding a Playtime Co. ID. We'll get into that later. Searching some more, we end up finding exactly what we needed, a yellow heart-shaped key that requires our pressure hand to obtain due to the key being locked behind a glass case. Upon breaking the case, however, we quickly realize that all the way in another room, Lily ends up hearing what we've done. We run over to this room to try and hide, which seems to be a walk-in closet bigger than my room, and shortly after, Lily comes in to investigate the noise and immediately starts to reassure the skeleton in the bed, saying that it's okay and to go back to sleep. In an eerie voice, she tells Candy Cat that someone's been in her room and that someone's going in the box. Oh, she about to pull up. Where she at?
It's going in the box.
Oh, it's just a regular cutscene.
Okay.
It's okay.
You're okay. Go back to sleep.
That is weird.
Nobody's gonna hurt you anymore.
She deviated from her real self.
Candy.
Oh no.
Someone who's going in the box.
With Lily now leaving the room, seemingly on the hunt for us, we're now required to go back down to the basement with Poppy and Kissy and use the yellow key in order to break them out. However, with Lily's braid blocking the lock, we can't just use the key, so instead we move into this side room and find a hidden opening near the top of the wall, which lets us bypass the locked door below. We crawl through the vents, freeze and break the poppy gel residue, and almost immediately after, Lily comes down too, telling Candy that someone must have left the door open, thinking it was probably one of the guests at the table. She walks over to the cell, saying that she could have sworn she heard some chitter chattering down here, slowly putting it together that Poppy, Kissy, and likely us are plotting an escape. Talking a bit more with Candy Cats, she says that they can't leave before the party, walking back up to the main floor. Almighty push!
Left this door open, Candy.
Want me?
Hide.
I'm hiding.
Maybe it was Dolly Grub.
Yeah, it was her. Definitely. Why are you looking at him?
Is all the fuss down here?
Don't worry about it.
I could have sworn I heard you chitter-chattering.
Just talking amongst ourselves.
Exactly.
Escape. Oh,
Nah.
of course they aren't. They can't leave before the party.
She
Yo,
needs to
shit.
leave
Don't know when she's
before
ready.
she dies. We take this opportunity to pop out from the vents, burn the braid, and get Poppy and Kissy out from the cell. And for a brief moment, it's really seeming like we're gonna be able to make our escape. But once we try to move up the stairs and back to the main floor, all the lights suddenly cut out, and we're now plunged into the darkness with Lily Lovebraids.
This is your fault.
It's at this point where we need to use Globy's black lights in order to navigate the area, moving into the living room and walking past the show that
Oh, that's right behind us the entire time. I didn't. Oh, I should have known because like when I see different people gameplays, I never noticed that Poppy and Kissy was right behind us the entire time. I thought they didn't spawn somewhere else.
Lily's been supposedly watching when we set out to retrieve her guests. Following the hair and opening the door to the main area, we start hearing Lily laughing. But once we walk through that door, we're suddenly grabbed by Lily's hair, where Lily, in the darkness, asks in a third-person perspective if the dear guests are bored, referring to herself as Tilly Lily, and that's when she suggests a game that we should play. Giving us the rules, she informs us that upstairs is a nursery, and whenever Lily starts to sing a song, we're able to walk there. But once she stops singing, we have to stop moving completely.
What does that mean? Oh, that caught me.
Are dear guests bored?
A little bit.
Bored of little Tilly Lily?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Why don't we play a game?
Yeah, cure my boredom.
Upstairs, there's a sweet little nursery.
I knew she was gonna play a game.
I sing a pretty song. You can walk there. But when
Okay.
I'm quiet, you have to stop. Follow the path to the prize.
So what was I saying, y'all?
And so, that's exactly what we do. But halfway into the game, Lily does this.
This is not hard at all. We running through. Red light. Yup.
This is so much fun.
This is
Oh, where's
mad
Kissy?
fun.
Pick up the pace a bit.
Oh, you want to pick up the pace?
Keep it up, and you'll win.
Mhm.
Prize.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Come on.
Red light.
She starts to hum and move twice as fast, and still following her hair, we end up breaking through this glass with our pressure hand and make our way all the way up into the attic, where we hear the voice of Poppy telling us to hurry and that they found a way out. Upon moving into the attic to reunite with them, Lily immediately figures out what we've left, saying that the party hasn't even started. And the moment we think that everything is safe and Lily just doesn't know where we are, that's when we're snatched by her hair again, turned around upside down, and met with Lily Lovebraids again, with her still being adamant about this party that we just can't miss.
Can you stop talking and just hum?
No, no, no.
Yeah, the party ended and started. Whoa!
And just where do you
And I'm
all
outside.
think you're
Yeah, I'm
going?
turning,
You
y'all.
wouldn't want to miss the tea party.
And that's when we end up cutting to this party, with us, the three guests, Poppy and Kissy, gathered around the table. We're not gonna go too deep into this interaction this video, apart from Lily talking out of turn, which resulted in her candy cat getting skewered, and Lily getting smacked in the mouth for not keeping her hands to herself. Through the midst of all this, we end up having to run up the stairs, and Lily bursts through the middle door at the top in an effort to reach us. After chasing us throughout the mansion, we at some point move our way outside, and during this whole chase, these are the things that Lily says to us all the way up until our final interaction.
What?
This is all
Oh.
your fault.
Ooh, she coming fast.
It's the bad Three,
Don't do it.
two,
You're cooked.
Running off like a G. Already know me. You trying to chase me?
box for you.
Bro, where are we at?
If I can't go to a better place, you can't. It's the bad toy.
Man, if you don't stop talking about this, it's the best.
Not gonna lie, these jump scare has been very mid lately. Like, bro, they don't be feeling that much scary compared to the previous chapter, like chapter 3. Cause like after chapter 3, the jump scares haven't really been hitting for real, for real. And like Mr. Light, that like the whole Mr. Light chase sequence, that was like the last scary one for. Oh no, Dog Day and Mr. Light. Those are the ones that was truly scary. Catnap, he was pretty scary, but then that wound to turn into a boss fight. It wasn't that scary, but it was pretty darn scary. And then it's like chapter 4, the lion. What's his name? I forgot. Yarnaby. Yeah, it was somewhat intense, but it ain't had that. It wasn't that scary. And chapter 5, and like the jump scares, it's not scary no more. You like the jump scares is just terrible.
That toy box. Don't nobody care about no toy box.
All your fault! You're a bad tool!
Oh, am I? I'm pulling up.
It's at this point where Lily pulls herself up onto this cloud platform with the help of her braids, where she brings up all the things that she's done for us and how this is how we repay her. And at this moment, we use our pressurized grab pack hand to break off one of the supporting cables holding this cloud platform up, leading to Lily scrambling to try and get back up, but inevitably suffering what looks like a 50-foot drop. Shortly after that though, that same platform ends up fully detaching from its last cable and falls right on top of Lily Lovebraids, officially putting her down for good.
I saw a print. Oh,
I let you
wait.
into my house!
Hold up.
I let you come to my tea party!
Right. This
How you repay
is how I repay you.
Run screen black.
Yeah. Rest in pieces, Lily. It was nice knowing you.
Dynamite.
But what was it that made Lily act this way? Who was she originally, and how does she fit with the overall story of Playtime Co? Well, I think this is the perfect moment to say that the theory that I've been hyping up with Lily Lovebraids actually being Stella Graber was oh so wrong. And it turns out that the true identity of Lily was not only someone who was getting teased in the Chapter 5 ARG, but is also someone that's in direct relation to the history and trauma of Huggy Wuggy. Video coming soon. And throughout our interactions with Lily, we were able to find pieces of info that help tie this part of the story together and explain what exactly we're dealing with when it comes to this nutcase. So let's start with the true identity of Lily Lovebraids, who turns out to be one of the most psychologically complex characters we've gotten in the series, Gracie Green, also known as Miss Gracie. Gracie Green was the lead counselor of the wellness and integration sector at Playtime Co. That title was a sham though, because her job consisted of making videos to brainwash the new experiments into forgetting their past lives and fully accepting their new fates as a toy.
Whoa.
She's talking about, she got me. Not only that, but she trained Huggy Wuggy and likely other experiments to deposit innocent toys into the bad toy box, aka the shredder. And after possibly years of doing this to dozens of different toys, karma came around for Gracie, and the storm that she created had finally reached her. It starts with the infamous Hour of Joy, and 2 days beforehand, there was actually a bit of experimentation going on that ended up directly mixing with this conflict. What I'm talking about is the project proposal notes that we find in the game, with the date being August 6th, 1995. It reads,
in accordance with prior conversation and critical feedback, proposed operational procedures and materials for experiment 1468 have seen a radical shift. Rather than each strand of hair being comprised of a sequence of grafted finger bones and muscle in a loose hair facade, we've allocated horsehair for its tensile strength, durability, and flexibility, and artificial bone construction, and various biological materials, which we've listed below. Neural integration protocols have shown promising responsiveness in trials, indicating the subject's cognitive link will extend naturally to the hair construct. In effect, Lily's mind will be able to manipulate each and every strand as if it were her own limb. Its own limb. As such, our crafting will need to be intricate and operated by our most delicate hands. Materials and methods. Ahead of August 20th's operation, extracted capillaries will be required for the attenuation, y'all giving me some harder and harder words, of pain responses and note cuts off.
This notes pretty much concludes the possibility of Lily Lovebraids being a successful bigger body, with horsehair even being a main structural component of her design. And that's the part that just ties into the growing complexity of the experiments as the number began to rise. Because this isn't just cosmetic, this isn't just make the doll bigger, this is a full biological reconstruction. They weren't stitching synthetic fibers into into a toy. They were engineering a living extension of the nervous system, artificial bone, biological materials, neural integration protocols, pain attenuation. They were preparing her to feel it. The detail about her mind being able to manipulate each strand as if it were its own limb confirms that this was meant to be fully functional and possibly weaponized, each braid essentially becoming a controllable appendage. And with that, we move 2 days later to the hour of joy itself. Gracie has locked herself in her studio amidst the chaos, and the smiling and nightmare critters are banging on the door, wanting Gracie to join them in spreading the joy. At the same time, she tries to inform Todd of the situation, who seems to be someone she's talking to via a radio, and she's instructed to just sit and wait for things to die down until a team arrives to help her out. Unfortunately, however, once she loses communication with Todd, it's at that moment where the toys who had been trying so hard to reach her finally burst down the door, with Gracie begging and pleading for her life, saying to Baba Chops that all she ever wanted was to make them happy. In response, Baba Chops says that they're actually not gonna kill her. In fact, they have special plans arranged for her, to which Gracie is dragged away, kicking and screaming.
What happened to her then?
What the?
All of them, I think. I don't know how many. They took apart Robertson. They literally took him apart, Todd.
Dang.
Security forces will get you. Goddamn. Mass casualties in the game station.
Don't tell me
The
this.
game station.
Todd, these little monsters are trying to kick down my door.
Oh, they mad at her. They trying to get some revenge.
Friends are all here. Let's spread some joy all over them.
Oh shoot.
You hear them?
I don't remember none of this.
What the? Gunshots?
Gunshots?
Another breach on 4.
What in the world?
Closing.
Todd,
How do I hear?
They're in the den.
Yo, they're shooting them down.
How are there many of them?
Todd,
Oh, Todd, rest in peace, Todd. Rest in peace, Todd. Oh,
get back.
With no bullets.
Get back.
get back.
Mama, I was just
Baba Chops.
trying to make you all happy. I was... Please, don't hurt me.
We're not gonna hurt you, Miss Gracie. We have something very special planned for you.
Something special planned, huh? So they didn't kill her.
And with that, this results in Gracie being sent to be experimented on by the prototype, successfully becoming Experiment 1468, also known as Lily Lovebraids. But how do we know this? Well, while we end up venturing through Lily's purple mansion, we come across a document from the prototype himself reporting the conditions of Lily, which doesn't have any date tied to it. And before even reading the notes, just with that little bit of info, when pairing it with the Experiment 1468 note that we laid out earlier, specifically the part where it says ahead of August 20th's operation, could we make the theory that in between the dates of August 6th and August 20th, 1995, it was the prototype himself who continued these operations shortly after the Hour of Joy, with that report as a good foundation? We'll sit on that for a bit, but the note reads, Lily has been in continuous isolation for 410 days. She's been provided only the bare minimum of food, water, etc. She is childishly naive and wholly ignorant of her crimes. I've moved her. The space is needed. Know, however, that this changes nothing. She will not be allowed to join us. She will not be allowed a quick death. Prototype. Not only does this give us a bit of insight into how the prototype operates, but it also explains everything we've seen with Lily up until her inevitable death by
That's why she's batshit crazy, y'all.
our hands. Which, not to toot my own horn, but she did end up proposing the game to us, and she got that Miss Delight treatment, which is exactly what I was predicting. Roll the clip. But what I'm mainly talking about is Lily's overall behavior and personality, because after reading what the prototype says about her, everything we just experienced inside of that mansion starts to make a lot more sense.
And she's telling stories to random.
410 days of isolation. That's over a year. Over a year of being locked away somewhere with only the bare minimum to survive. No stimulation, no social interaction, no one correcting her, no one grounding her reality. Not to mention the notes that Lily ends up writing revolving around the prototype keeping her in this situation. It reads, "He still doesn't come. None of them will come. Why does everyone hate me?" Big breath in into your belly and out. Again, good. You're doing so good. Just cover up the hole with something. Anything will do. Maybe just a poster, your favorite one. That's what you deserve for this. Don't let him see the mess you made. Never, ever. Lily Billy. So along with being emotionally unstable and volatile, Lily clearly can't seem to comprehend why she's been left alone. And in her anger and confusion, she ends up putting a hole in the house, to which she promptly covers up in fear that the prototype will see it. But back to the prototype, she describes her as childishly naive and wholly ignorant of her crimes. And while that first one lines up perfectly, we do end up getting this line of dialogue from Lily.
So where the heck am I supposed to be putting these batteries?
We should kill them. No, we can't.
What?
We always kill our friends and then we're alone.
Yep, we're gonna die.
But from the very first interaction, she's not acting like some calculated bigger body mastermind. She's excited, weirdly excited. She genuinely believes we're there for the party. She talks to Candy Cat as if he's fully alive. And when he says something rude about us stinking, which is really just Lily trying to fry us in secret, she scolds him and asks for a nicer way to phrase it. Even the structure of the mansion feels like a coping mechanism. The crumpets, the fake guests, the nursery game, the obsession with everyone staying until the party starts. It doesn't feel like a trap that was engineered for strategic execution. It feels like someone desperately trying to recreate a version of normal. And when we find that skeleton in the bed, carefully preserved, surrounded by poppy flowers and toys, and then watch Lily come in and reassure it, telling it to go back to sleep, well, there's one last piece of info relating to Lily that we have to go over. And that's the 7th audio tape that we find in the game right before meeting Lily Lovebraids, titled 96 Isolation Day 122. That title alone connects perfectly with the notes that we got about the prototype's documentation with Lily, where we get a glimpse of how these minimal conditions have affected Lily. And after listening to this audio notes, you'll quickly notice the disconnection that Lily's growing to have with her former identity, treating her as someone entirely separate now.
Hey there, friends.
Who is this?
Sunny day. I'm Gracie.
What?
Miss Gracie.
Whoa.
You have a first name. What was it?
Whoa. Whoa.
What are we talking about, Miss Grace?
Is she talking to herself?
Is this another lesson? Just ignore her.
What the?
Not real. It's only you here. Just you.
What is going on?
Aren't I real, Miss Gracie? Miss Gracie says I'm real. I
What?
am Miss Gracie. Snap!
Oh, we got another Mr. Light case.
Silly. She's on the screen. She's not actually in the room with us. Look around.
Why am I still holding this apple?
My face.
My hands, my plastic, my face.
I thought.
Wait. Oh, shoot.
I can't believe I thought you were actually in the room, Miss Gracie. Egg on my face.
Is she deviating from her?
I love
What
Kissy, and I love Kissy.
What the?
And I love all the friends. I wanna go.
Okay.
No, we're gonna have a tea party.
Okay.
I love tea parties.
Okay.
I love crumpets. Crumpets are the best.
Lily Lovebraids is not Stella Graber.
No. We can touch our hair and hang with the friends.
Dude, we can chill now. Y'all. Hold up. I would have never guessed that woman on the show was Lily Lovebraids.
You are a toy.
She's talking to herself.
Always been a toy.
Oh,
I am a toy.
Beautiful thing.
why am I hearing both?
I'm a
good toy. I promise.
Are here to be joy.
But now that we've pretty much covered all of the main pieces of info tying this all together, even when we're given the piece that the skeleton is in fact the body of Miss Gracie, evident by the Playtime Co. ID on the side, there's still one question that we need to ask. How does Lily Lovebraids still have the body of the person she was before, that being Miss Gracie? Well, I think that's a theory for another time, but what do you guys think? Let me know down in the comments.
Oh yeah, I definitely gotta watch your gameplay on that. I'm not gonna react to it and post it on YouTube. I'm gonna watch it on my own personal time. So that is an interesting question, how she was able to preserve the skeleton, the bones, all these years. Because last time I checked, the Hour of Joy took place in 1995. By the time we got into the main character got into Toy Factory was 2004, I believe. So yeah, that is definitely a video that we got to find out. But W video, W theory. I'm out, y'all. Hit that like button. I'm out.